Hey guys. So we've been missing for a while. Everybody kind of wondered what happened. We're still here, giving you a quick recap of the last couple of years. It's been a wild ride. Things didn't all work out the way that we'd planned. We've had a lot happen. I lost my father last February. We've overcome quite a bit just to get to where we are again today. We lost the whole thing. If it wasn't for family, we would have lost our house, our farm, everything. A couple of warnings in there. We'll kind of get into it. But the biggest thing is we're still here. We're still doing it. We're a little stressed out about a few things that aren't going to plan. It was a heck of a ride. We're not finding the farm to table movement as anything serious, not in the Midwest at least. There's a couple of outlets where you can order from local farms from us. It's just not on fire. We've had some drama, but thankfully, I think everybody's returning to normal. We're just now having to go back and make up for lost time, pay back a lot of favors and money that helped us get to this point. This is tough. This is tough work. It's got ups and downs, but for some reason, it's just not been what we imagined. A lot of stuff changed right there, starting in 2020. It just changed the dynamic, the whole relationship that we have with the public, and how we can meet with you and get you what you want. It made everybody kind of reflect and refocus the whole time when we couldn't go to farmers markets, and then when we finally could, the crowds weren't really there, and then the consumers weren't really spending, and inflation is kicking everybody's butt. We're showing you now some of the stuff that we've learned. Right here, you're watching us load pigs. And if you go back and watch our video of the first time we decided to try to wrangle us some pigs, I'm a cattle guy. I never grew up around these things. Now it's smooth. The bud box, by the way, that we built, you can watch that video also. It works perfectly, even for pigs. We're going for low stress. That's in our lives, the lives of our animals. We're just trying to figure out a way to do this humanely, as respectfully as we can. It keeps everybody in a positive frame of mind. So this is kind of what it looks like. I'm going to throw this camera up here and show you a bud box. Pigs are normally locked out of this section. We back the trailer up a day or two before we need to go somewhere. We do 2 pigs a month, local processing. Let them get used to it being there. Let them have this area. That's why the grass is a little bit taller there. And then when moving day comes like this, it's really simple. If the dogs behave. All we're trying to do is just get them into something that they're already familiar with. That's the key thing with our pigs. They'll do just about anything that you want as long as they're already kind of familiar with their space. That's one of our younger dogs. This goes back a couple of years. She's had a litter of puppies, and she's a heck of a dog now. So, bud box. We're just going to walk the pigs around in a circle, and the only option that they really will see is the chute leading into the stock trailer. So while we're talking about this, it's kind of life. We've been forced into our own corner and followed the path that we thought we saw. No way to really fight back at it, just go with the flow, right? I've really, really enjoyed the last couple of years. I want to just make that clear, no matter what else has been happening. I have had some amazing time with the family. Uh, my kids are growing up. My boy right there. I can't tell you how proud I am of everything he's been accomplishing. My daughter has been phenomenal. Their grades are through the roof. They've proven to be very resilient to all of the changes that their generation is going to face now. Who expected all this? That's it. 2 pigs loaded. Never actually made contact with them. There's just a plastic bag on the end of a whippy thing, and they just move when they hear the noise, and that's it. Kind of extends your body, your arm out, so you can wave in front of them and make them turn left or right or follow them up. Works on the dogs too. So what have we learned? There's no get-rich-quick scheme. All of this is a build-up for our kids' future. Hopefully, by the time they're my age, this is all theirs, right? They put in, we put in. The traditional family building a future. That's kind of important where I'm standing. You see, I have friends that can tell you their genetics and lineage and DNA and family name and history back to castles in England and Scotland and Ireland. They've got a whole heirloom collection of whatever their family had left behind through the years. We didn't really have that. That's another story I'll get into. I'm kind of private, but our family, we don't have that. We're learning more now through DNA results and family history. So this is it. This is our generational building. That's why the kids participate. That's why we work so hard at it. So when you're talking about local, organic, or sustainably raised products, it's expensive. There's a lot of touch, a lot of man hours. To keep it in perspective for people that are not of the farm, that fuel bill that you just saw, that's pretty much going to be just taking those pigs to market and getting us back home. And we go back down to pick up the meat and bring that back home. That doesn't include the food, that doesn't include the freezers, the electricity. So trying to learn to live off the land, first for our family and then second to provide for yours. It's tough. So we're kind of scaling back on what we were doing. We've had to make quite a few changes in our mentality. I'm not finding a comfortable market to be able to say, hey, just go here and you can get our products, or go here and you can get products from a friend of ours who has a farm in Millstock. We're just far enough out, you don't want to drive there. You hate our country roads. They're bumpy. I get it. But we're going to keep trudging forward. I'm going to try to put out some videos. I'm going to try to bring you along. But I just wanted you to know we lost heart. Everybody does it from time to time. This is a passion project. It really took a lot of life out of us. Pretty much losing where we were. We lost it all. A real change in mindset. We've gotten back to a lot more of the basics. All in all, this is still a good life. Work, yes. Yes. Dirty, yes. Miserable weather, sometimes. But this is just a beautiful day that you're watching. Look at the sun coming down. I'm out with my family. These pigs are always entertaining. Few concerns. A couple that are worrying us. They got a little overheated in the trailer. We're going to take them down and splash them with some lake water. It's not cold, trust me. This was filmed in, looks like probably early summer. Keep your head up, right? Look up. Know that God's watching. You're here for a lesson. You're here for an experience. You don't get to pick it. I'm here for my family. I'm here to spend time with my kids. I'm here to show them what they can do, show them how things can get done. It's a simple choice. They get to decide. Do you pay somebody to take care of your gutters? Or can you climb a ladder and clean your gutters? Can you change your spark plug? Do you have time? You know how long it's going to take. Do you pay somebody? And what's that worth? Genuinely. What is a real craftsman worth when you're working on something that you could buy at any store versus what was made with the love in your hands? What's that worth to you? Can you do it? How do you do it? You got the tools to do that. It's been a real ride, an eye-opening experience, and I haven't meant to just shut the channel down or anything. We just walked away, and I just could not find myself in the right mindset to be able to talk to you, to be able to show you what we're dealing with. And there's still a lot of stuff left out in this video we're going to have to go back and cover. The big takeaway for us was we had all of those plans. We had our savings, emergency fund, no car payments, average credit card use, if not a little bit less, considering the size of what we were doing. Moving here was a decrease in our expenses. Taxes are less. Our house payment was going to be less. We had a plan. All of us kind of had a plan going into 2020, and that wasn't enough. We have to do better. We have to live with such a small financial footprint. We know that now. Now, I like nice stuff, don't get me wrong. But how much monthly stress do you need when things go south? I mean, in a nutshell, we couldn't go and get another loan because my wife had gotten hurt at work. None of the details matter. We literally could not get a loan because you can't put someone who's on work comp on the paper. Doesn't matter if they're getting paid their work comp rate. Doesn't matter if there's a good idea of where this is headed, how soon they'll get back to. None of that matters. They can't put that person. So all of a sudden, after 25 years, at that point, 22 years of building this dream together, they just disregarded a huge part of the dream, of the work effort, of the plan. And we can have a debate of where that comes from. It doesn't matter. You have to know that when you're planning on a 2-income household and you're looking at your bills, what would you do? Not 6 months of I'm between jobs, not 6 months of times are tough, but full on pandemic shuts the world down. House sales are different. Some markets are hot, some markets are stalled. Everybody's trying to relearn how to do business with each other without doing business face to face. And then your income is cut essentially in half. That's the smaller footprint right there. Can you live on less than half of what you're bringing in today? Our answer was no. No, sir. So what's your answer? Could you literally make it with less than half of? You have to take overtime, bonuses, take all that off. Side hustles, take it all away. Take all of that off the income side of the table. Can you live on less than half of what your house brings in today? No, we couldn't. We will. We can now. That was a forced issue. That was some downsizing at a massive scale. But we made it. The next part of the lesson we learned, it didn't matter. It didn't matter that we had all these monthly subscriptions and apps and whatevers. What mattered was our family, the time we get together, because there's not a lot of it. Kids are in high school now. they're gone. They're stepping one foot into the adult world, and I don't want to say gone. They're making decisions, and they're going to become adults, and we're going to see less of them. For a period of time, they are building their lives with a home base. And I want to enjoy that time and help them build this home base. So we're still here. I've got videos. We've got stuff to show you. Got a lot of stuff that we learned. That view right there. So really appreciate you sticking it out with us. I really hope that this channel takes off. I'm trying to feel out the new format. I'd like it to be a discussion. Keep the comments clean. Now, everybody's a critic. We don't need all that. I don't need politics. I don't need your beliefs. Don't like mine? Turn it off. Go to something else. Leave me alone. We need to be supportive of each other. We need to have a conversation about the community, unity in the community. So really appreciate you being a fan. Like and subscribe. We'll get into more details. Just wanted to tell you, we're still here. We weren't trying to ghost you. We weren't trying to disregard anybody. We're still here. It was just a long haul. The last 4 years. I mean, there's a lot that changed, and it was exciting, funny, upsetting, heartbreaking. But we've got our family. We're all together.